What's good, chat? It's your boy Yosin here, back with another video. In today's video, I honestly got a crazy requested video. I got an Iron Fist guide video. Today's guide is not going to be like a basic guide. It's going to be more of an advanced guide for people who even slightly understand how Iron Fist is, you know, and then for people above that, right? If you guys are new here, make sure you drop a like, comment, and subscribe. I'd appreciate it a lot. We're almost at 2,000 subscribers. Check out my Twitch. I stream there twice a week. Check out my TikTok. We just reached 6,000 followers over there. Appreciate y'all. I love y'all so much. And with further ado, I hope you guys enjoy this video. Alright, chat. So now for playstyles or for playing Iron Fist, there's three things. There's diving, there's brawling, and then there's peeling. So I'm gonna explain it for you right now. So I'm gonna explain the best one. Diving, right? So when you're diving, you always want to start on high ground. Anywhere on high ground is fine. You want to, you know, get onto surfaces that people wouldn't normally think that you can, but Iron Fist can. And when you have the chance, always try to flank around. Always use like one kick in before you go in, and you can honestly chain it with almost anything. You know what I'm saying? And then sometimes when you don't get a kill, you can get out. You know, it's really good too. And then now for brawling, right? You would honestly, this is like when you stand in front of tanks, or it's like when you just strictly beat up tanks, right? And then with that being said, the more health somebody has, the more damage you do, obviously, right? So I'm gonna use these dudes as an example. Brawling, the main thing that you want to do is jump in front of the DPS, not healers. Jump in front of DPS to absorb damage, draw their attention, do whatever, but you're doing it mostly for damage, right? And then you just brawl the tanks out. You know what I'm saying? And that's pretty much how to play brawl. But the more and more you play Iron Fist, the more and more you'll understand, because you can fight the tanks. Then, like, say you're fighting behind them, right? And then you absorb damage from like the Bucky that's behind them, for example, and then you just shoot up, and then, you know, just say if you gotta get out, or if you get the kill, you get the kill. That too. That's how you brawl with Iron Fist. Now, for peeling, the infamous peel. Peeling can be for anybody else. It can be for anything, right? You can do it on almost any character that has the ability to turn back or is sitting with healers. So peeling is, for Iron Fist, you can peel for any character, literally any character. Your main job is to peel. So with that being said, there's nothing I can really show you guys in like this training room about. But when peeling, the best thing to do is, especially when they have tanks like Venom, it's so good to peel for Venom, because even with his overshield, he takes a lot of damage, and you have two stuns with Iron Fist. You have his last kick, his last primary fire, and then you have his kick. So it makes it for like a double stun that's like a minute and 50 seconds, or a second and 1.5 seconds. It's my fault. Or 2 seconds, right? Those are the main play styles for Iron Fist. Once again, we got brawl, dive, and peel. Advanced techs. Now for advanced techs, I got 2 of them. In the next segment, we're gonna do ultimate techs, but this one is just regular advanced techs, right? So I'm gonna go around and say the first one. So the first one, I've seen it recently, and it's really cool. It is called the snapback, or it's called something else, but we're gonna call it the snapback. Honestly, you know what's a cool one I would like to call it? I would love to call it Black Flash, but I got a different variation of that. So basically, the snapback is your last primary fire and you kick, right? So it's like all in one. So
sorry, Moon Knight, you were getting on my nerves.
So when you do it, you're like, there's no wait time. You do it all in one, right? Well, if you do it wrong, it looks like that, right? And it doesn't register. That's how you know. Now it's very wonky, so I wouldn't recommend doing it, but sometimes it's good to do. You see, like that? That's what it does. Look how much damage that does. That's crazy, bro. The snapback. Alright.
Always outmatched.
Now, the next tech is going to be the bee-hopping tech. Right? There's two variations for this. It's one with your shift. Oh. Oops. My fault. There's one with your shift where it looks like this. Oh. Bruh. My fault. It looks like this. If you get it right, you can do it more often. Alright? And then the second one is the one I love to do. So it's kind of hard to explain, but you're basically kicking before you touch the ground and jumping. So it's like a split second. And if I turn this off, it does waste your jumps, but if you time it right... Oh, hold on. I don't know why it's not on. Sorry. If you activate it right, it refreshes the kicks. Look, what? Hello? Why do they keep turning it off? Yeah, look at this. Look. See? Look at that. It keeps refreshing, so it's almost like infinite jumps, but you have to do it right. Right? The next tech is going to be the CIA tech. Now, the CIA tech is best to do it on multiple targets, and there's two variations to the CIA tech. The first one is if you use your block or your empowered state, you're gonna wait till these cooldowns run out, and then you see how it says 11 seconds. So now you're going to kind of shake your screen, but you're gonna be above them, and you see how fast you get it back. Even when you miss, I prefer you not miss, but even when you miss, it's still fast, right? So look. Well, it's way faster, right? And it may be better to show you on a living target. Okay, so look. Get it back fast. And if you time it right, you can also do a double... I don't know if I can get it, but you can do a double last primary fire. So if I get it right, you'll hear it. But it's really weird because sometimes you don't get it, but you have to be in the air when doing it, right? I can't get it, sadly, but it gives you an extra boost of damage. So I think my final primary does, I think, if I'm not mistaken, I want to say 35 to 50 damage. Put that together, it's like 70 to 100 damage, so it's still really good, right? Then
more eager idiots.
There is one more tech, right? I think there's one more, right? Honestly? Oh yeah. No, there's a bunch of techs. So the couple next techs is going to be the wind tech, which is just obviously you're moving in the air, like, because you're obviously punching the air, right? It's pretty simple, but if you get the timing correctly, you can do it properly. In my opinion, you can do it without the jumps, but you got to be near walls to do it, and you got to have a super fast sensitivity, and it does really help to like take less damage. And then you can combo it back with the actual wind tech. Even though they nerfed it, it's still really good. And those are all the advanced techs that I know of. If there's any more, you guys should let me know in the comment section below. Now we're gonna go on to the ultimate tech segments. Alright, chat, the ultimate tech segments. I'm going to put on a tank because it'll be better to explain it. So there's only two techs with the ultimate tech segment. So the first tech, this is where I wanted to call it the Black Flash. We're gonna do that first, and then we're gonna show you the second one. So the Black Flash is when you get somebody half HP, you kick them, and it does a burst of damage, almost killing them. But if you time it correctly, hold on, sorry. If you time it correctly, it'll one-tap their half HP. It'll one-tap them if they're half HP. Even tanks, but it's mostly squishy. So if you time it right, it one-taps them, right? Let me see if I can do it quickly. No, I won't get my block back. I mean my kickback. Okay, now on any squishy under 300 HP, this is going to work way better. See? Yeah, that's super crazy, bro. Okay. That is pretty crazy. Now, there is 2 other techs actually. I said there was one more, but I'm mistaken. There's actually 2 more. There is the ultimate wind tech, which is the same thing, but it's better. You know what I'm saying? I mean, and you can even just hold it and it does it for you. But I like to, I like to fly around with it. It makes it better. Then there's one more tech. This one is going to be the, I forgot what it's called, but it was made by Wind. So shout out to Wind. But basically it knocks back people in their ultimate, your ultimate. I'll use a tank so it has more HP so I can show you. Like this. Right? And now how you do that is your R2. So instead of holding it like this in your empowered state, you're just gonna click the buttons instead when you're in your ult. So instead of just tap the R2. Tap R2 and it pushes them back for you. So just tap it. Keep tapping it. Just keep tapping it and it does it for you. Those are all the techs for the ultimate tech. Now the next segment we're gonna go on to tips and tricks, if you want to call it that, but it's mostly tips about when you play Iron Fist. Alright chat, this is more of a talking part, but I have a couple tips. I'm not gonna make them very fancy. I'm just gonna tell you them all and how I feel. So the first thing with tips for Iron Fist, right? First tip is when you're playing Iron Fist as a solo queue player, which I am, you're gonna want to give your team 3 chances. So what I mean 3 chances is you give your team 3 lives. So if you die 3 times playing with a team and it doesn't work, therefore this is where Iron Fist enables like players. You need to start playing for yourself, playing alone. What I mean by this, I don't mean throwing the game or selling. I mean go for solo picks on people that have heavy priorities, heavy targeting basically. You gotta learn to priority target people that need to go first. If they have a Hela or Namor and your healers are getting sniped, you need to target them. If the healers are out of position and are super far away from their team, target the most furthest healer, get them out. If you can get both out, even better, right? Or if a tank is out of position, you can coordinate with your team to kill him. So basically you're taking the initiative and giving your team a more, I guess, an edge and a boost. Like you're the playmaker on Iron Fist, right? This is why that's why I love Iron Fist, because you can do so many things at once on one character by yourself. Now you still need a team, so don't get too much of a big head, right? But that's how I think, and that's how I play Iron Fist, and it works all the time. Another tip is, I'll show you now because you're gonna need to learn this. When you play Iron Fist, his jumps, like his double jumps, animation cancel. Like so what I mean by this, when you jump, like say you're doing this, right, and you jump, you can heal. Or to give you better insight, say you have somebody, I'll use here as an example. Say you're fighting somebody, right, and you're 1 HP and you want to get away and heal. You can block and then use your double jump and animation cancel into a heal. Now it looks simple, but like I said, this is an advanced guide because a lot of people will think that you can do it. So look, when you're jumping, you see how your healing is red? If you jump, it cancels it out, so you are able to heal. Now, a lot of people don't know that, right? So that's another tip for you guys. Alright, and there is one more tip I have for you guys. This is a very key, important tip. When playing Iron Fist, right? This is his empowered state. When you're fighting, when your empowered states become half health, make sure you guys get out before spamming your kick, because your kick is something you need essentially for every team fight or every fight. Try getting out when your block has half HP, and this is because if your team isn't like your team isn't heavy reliant, or you're trying to, I guess, bring the most value, your value is to stay alive. It's to re-coordinate with your team, especially if they're not healing you or helping you, right? Because now if you just say you're fighting, right? And you do this, right? Just say you mess up your kick, right? Just say you mess it up and you do all this and then you're trying to get up here. You're gonna be dead already, right? So use the punches to get away first and then kick. So it'll look something like this. So just I'm punching. My punches are half get out, then kick for animation cancel into heel sliding. You know? Those are my tips for you guys, and those tips alone are like, maybe it's like, I think those are like 3 or 4 tips. Those tips will help you guys out a lot when playing Iron Fist. I promise you they really will, right? Now, the next segment is going to be, who are you banning as Iron Fist? And I will let you guys know that in the next segment. Alright, this is the next segment. The people that you should ban when playing Iron Fist is your heavy counters. Now, Iron Fist doesn't have that many heavy counters, but his main heavy counters is Penny Parker, Hela and Namor, Hawkeye a little bit, but not too much, and in my personal opinion, Bucky. That's pretty much it, honestly, in my opinion. Right? So all the characters I just named are characters that you should be banning, not just for Iron Fist, but especially this season as well. But I can add on a couple more. Like Elsa is so annoying. She's not a counter, but her ult is like what, a 15 to 20 second CC? Yeah, no, that's just too much, bro. It's crazy, right? So right now I'm gonna give you about 5 bans that you should be banning mandatory. First, we got Hela, right? Then we got Gambit. Then we got Bucky. Then we have Phoenix. And then we got Elsa for this season. Those are the 5 bans you should be banning when playing Iron Fist. Now, if they do have a Penny, don't ban Penny. No, never ban Penny. But coordinate with your team to get Penny mines out. And even if your team doesn't want to get Penny mines out, you have to try to work around it and play with it. And if it gets bad to a point where, you know, it still doesn't work, then you just have to swap. It's just that simple. Don't be afraid to swap if it doesn't work, but don't give up right away. Right? Now, in the next little segment, because I'm not trying to make this a super long video, it's just like a quick advanced guide put all together. The next little part will be a actual gameplay of everything I just told you guys. All in this video, all in the row, everything I just told you guys is the same exact thing that I implemented into every game I play, and specifically into this game that I got for you guys. And in this game, I was 41-5 with 22 final hits, and I only played Iron Fist. I didn't switch. I only played Iron Fist. And obviously MVP is straight carry. Come on, like it's pretty obvious. Come on, you guys should know me by now. But yeah, that's all I have for you guys. And I hope you guys enjoyed this little advanced guide, because these things will help you. I promise this will help you out a lot. Once you engrave it in your system, it'll help you out a lot. So I hope you guys enjoy this gameplay, and I love you guys so much, man.
Another loser to...
You're famous.
2, 1.
Here they come.
Over here. I got you. We got him. Oh, that really
Daredevil, he can die. This is dead. That's the same Iron Fist I ran into last game. There's a thing. Starlet up there. That's Starlet. We're down the tank, yeah. Got rocket. Yeah, I'm gonna think that they got a rocket now. Oh, my fault. Oh.
He's one.
Yeah, he's very low. I made them pop roll. I killed him this.
Dang, bro. If we could get like a thing, bro, we just wipe these guys. They're so out of position that they're just walking us down. Daredevil's getting a pocket by the end of it. Oh,
I knew that was gonna happen.
Our enemies are near. You weren't invisible.
I got a back up.
we do need a little bit of build back here. We all end up getting one. It's possible to kill them.
Get that vehicle moving again. Down to 30 seconds.
Don't worry. Our destination is on the right.
Do what you need to, bro. Play your game, man.
Final 10 seconds. Almost there. Don't turn back now.
One of our adversaries. Do your best.
Unkillable.
Keep fighting.
Oh, thought I could double yours. It's alright, though. I might
Oh,
be
no,
done.
we right there. Please don't tell us. I got one pick.
Skills are done. You just gotta.
Okay, iron fist, iron fist, iron fist, iron fist, iron fist.
Daredevil, yeah. Alright, we got it. We got it.
I got a pick. We can move off that thing. We got the two.
There's a Daredevil. Ain't low.
You're good, you're good.
Your Daredevil low.
I'm on their DD right now. I'm 1v1 in their DD.
Yes, sir. We're down the tank.
Only 60 seconds left.
Good medicine.
There's two dies, out of position. Oh, never mind.
I venom.
Anyone willing to help?
You're good, play your life.
I'd be glad to show you.
He dead.
Almost there. Don't turn back now.
Almost on my ult soon. I'm gonna pop it.
What do we have? We have the They comboed.
Yeah, they comboed, man.
We're gonna have to strange support when you get back. Of course, spelled invisible. They use invis and rocket. They have no venom mode. Burn rocket. We walk up.
Sue's lane is low. I got iron fist.
Rocket dead. There's two dies. Nice.
Daredevil over here. He's low. He's hella low.
Venom can't move, can't swing, can't swing. Okay, now he can. I'm gonna play up here. I'm gonna play up. Potentially, at least.
Yeah. Y'all have to talk to each other.
Bang. I'm killing. Characters have anything for it, bro.
The current score is 2.
We still want it. I believe it.
Yeah, gotcha.
3.
That's my fault. It's my fault. Get him in the back. Yeah, he might be going in the back.
Really needs this.
They still running the same count.
They're not even gonna let me play the game anymore. It's the Venom and the Iron Fist that are just diving. Like, we've got to do something about that specifically. As long as we keep our eyes on them, we should be fine.
That you Wolverine? I could go. I don't mind solo tanking at all, but there we go.
Fantastic dodge, yep.
We have ult. We all have ult for this. I'm like a healer ult. Just stuff. Two can die.
Iron Fist dead. Yeah, I think
Fantastic.
Thing died.
Good burn. Yeah.
I'm getting solo ulted by their Venom, like, bro.
Who can die? Yeah.
Venom pulled in. We have Coco. Ah. Two dead.
Iron Fist can die.
Iron Fist dead.
King can die too.
Fantastic dead.
Rocket back here. Rocket. Don't wanna get him. Never mind. Yeah. Get him in the back. Run him dead. Good stuff.
I got good.
Shred it. Rocket back here, rocket. There we go. We only have one healer. Shield yourself. Good job, you're doing good. Not for real. Not at all, we don't need it.
Group walls now. I'm gonna shoot him. Yeah, I see him. He dies. Iron Fist 1.
Make it.
He has to go back to his team. Just look at Venom.
Good stuff. Blue got his ult, most definitely. Yeah, I told you, I called it.
I'm shooting walls behind us. We're good. Yeah, we won this.
Far from legendary.
It was on point, that thing. I was gonna solo low key that.
2-0.
Hey, GG's. I just said GG's. What? No,